heart and soul in, so you feel it. I ain't never faking, I'm the realest since Tupac in imprisonment, claiming his innocence. Currently, I'm the greatest rapper in a sense. But any currency, I'm still guaranteed my wins. This is coming from within, I stuff for real, I don't pretend. When the OG spilling knowledge, bet it's best you soak it in. I'm a prophet to them scholars, got them chakras opening. Got them fixing up they octaves, now they truly focused in. I'm seeing 2020 visions. Daily manifesting on my premonitions. Best to keep it neutral, got my own religion. The brainwash, gotta make your own decision. My word is James Bond, I stay on the mission. Coming for the top position, ain't no competition, man. Pull up in the top, it's missing, the opposition ain't. All that lane switching, this is what the game is in.
It is a Chamber of Commerce afternoon here in the Peach State of Georgia. We've got the roof open, wide open, and we are ready for football at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Carolina Panthers and the Atlanta Falcons. It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go! 90 Wolf! 50! Coming to you! Sit!
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Watch twist! Topper! Ready?
Operating from the gun, Hoffman, and that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
And he better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. Three and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12.
Hey, 2. Like 9. Here we go, D.
From the gun, Hoffman. He's got a man, complete. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate. I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
He's going to rifle one deep left side, and that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And an alley to run. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 13 yards, first down, Panthers. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs. It gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10.
61, matchbox, light.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. And after his performance last week, everybody saw it. Unbelievable. You can expect a heavy dose of him again, I think.
Without a doubt. I mean, why wouldn't you? Because once you establish yourself that way, it's not just him, okay? It's his offensive line, it's the tight end, it's your wide receivers, everyone now sharing in the load and sharing in the belief that they do their job, they'll see another performance just like they saw the week before.
Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 7 yards there and a first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Throwing on first down. Hoffman. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Panthers take it right down and score on the opening drive. Now this is a crew, they've come out flat their last 2 games, both losses, but just judging by the energy level, they look different here early, and that touchdown shows how.
Yeah, it seems to me that touchdown gets them off the treadmill. Because, you know, you've been on the treadmill. I've seen you work out. You go forever and ever, and it tells you you've gone somewhere, but you really have. You're in the same spot. They've exchanged it for an escalator. Still got some hills to climb, but they can get there.
These are good analogies. I run outside sometimes, though. You know, get some fresh air, a little sun on your face.
A little wind in there.
Yeah, that's right. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line.
Let's go. 60 or. That's the pass. Check. Pilot, 64, weak. Check. Undercrush. Lead dribble.
First carry for Nick Chubb. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Hey, high 7. You better bring.
Operating from the gun, Francis. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
Bravo. Get it.
From the gun on 3rd down, Francis. Got an open man. That's Campbell. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 15 yards, first down, Atlanta. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Nick Chubb, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen.
And got his man complete. Past the 20. Touchdown, Carolina. A big play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Panthers have taken the lead. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
You draw quarter. Go, go.
Second and 5. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
Hey, wahoo!
58 to Mike, 58, 58 to Mike. Here we go, G, get off the field. 58, boys, 58, 58 to Mike. Go.
On first down, Francis. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last two plays.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that?
On the ready.
Back-to-back good plays. Have them on the move on first down.
Recon, 132 fighter. Hey, exit. Right up.
Back to throw. Francis. His throw incomplete.
Francis's pass intended for number 17. Incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Let's go, defense. Here we go.
Hey, Alpha.
To throw again. Francis. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 13-yard line.
It is hard in zone coverage to stop a curl route because when they see it, they just try and find the open spot and sit down.
Yeah, we always talk about finding the soft spot in the zone. What's the key to doing that? How do you do it?
You have to read what the coverage is. Is it 2 deep? Is it 3 deep? Because then you know where the linebackers are going to drop, what spots on the field they naturally get to, and you find that open space, and then you're in sync with your quarterback. He should be reading the exact same thing, and they put the ball right on you.
Hey, Echo.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. DJ Moore, his 9th touchdown of the season, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point right down the middle. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Kill, turn up. 36.
Protein spill. Snap.
From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. And he powers his way up past the 30.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size and these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
From the gun on 3rd down, Hoffman, and that's Elliott, complete. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. An effective 7-yard 3rd down conversion.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Here we go. 50. Mike.
Hey, Steve 6. Ready?
On 1st and 10, Hoffman. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
On 2nd down, Elliott. That'll get them some of what they needed, but they're still left here with a 3rd and 9 forthcoming.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
The Panthers on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 9.
50 to Mike.
From the gun, Hoffman. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
A good pickup there, 21 yards.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
58 to Mike. Stop your whining. 58 to Mike. 58 to Mike.
So don't say nothing.
Throwing on 1st down, Francis. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. 25 yards there on the catch and run. He's been the forgotten man in this first half. Not a guy you want to forget. Not only his first catch, first time they've targeted him.
That doesn't make any sense, does it? Because those are the types of plays that he provides. When he does come alive, when they do look his way, not only is it a big catch, it's a first down.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
It's been a long day for you. And 58 is the mic. Go 58 is the mic. Watch the run. Watch the run.
Throwing again. Francis. Wide open receiver complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 13-yard line.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there. You know, kind of like put up on the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Tyreek Hill that time, and it's 3rd and short.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
Check down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. On 4th down, Francis. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Paris Campbell, touchdown number 18 on the year, as his guys are able to regain the lead. A try here for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken very short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
Ready.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without the ball popped in the air and intercepted. Monte Nicholson picks it. There he goes, right side. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right, it felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right? Yeah. Not an actual player, no chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. Chidobe Awuzie there to make the play in coverage.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on fourth.
X3, 218, go.
On fourth down, Francis. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. DJ Moore with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Falcons push further out in front. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now up to 14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, look your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
58's the money.
Go.
On first down, Francis. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 25 yards that time. Talk about a big first half. Already has the 2 touchdowns, adding to his receiving total there and picking up the first down.
He's coming off the line so fast. I think he's intimidating the defensive backs with his explosiveness, and he's chipping away at their confidence.
58, boys, 58. 58's Mike.
On first and 10, Francis. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go.
Zipper. Hey, wahoo. Deep grip.
Looking to throw. Francis. Looking left side, and it's complete. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Let's go.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
Right. Shoot. Hey, exit. Now.
Back to throw. Francis. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete.
Brings up second and 10.
Down.
Second and 10 from the 33-yard line.
Alpha.
Let's see what you got. 58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Watch the flag.
Get it.
To throw again. Francis. Sideline throw, that's caught by Moore. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. It's a gain of 16, first down Falcons.
First and 10 at the 17.
Go.
58's the money. 58's the money.
Ready.
from the red zone now. They'll look to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Snags it for the pick. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Operating from the gun, Francis. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Hey, Echo.
58's the mic. Go 58's the mic. I hope you brought your lunch because I'm about to take you to school. 58.
Throwing again. Francis. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Moore. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 34-yard line.
Hey, Charlie.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
58. 58.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
58. Right over there. Right over there. Yeah, yeah. Mike, 58. Right there. Right here. Right here. Hey, 58. Go.
From the gun, Francis. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Rashawn Gary in there for sack number 22 on the year. And, folks, that's just a half sack shy now of Michael Strahan's record of 22 and a half set in 2001. Open man is Hill. He's got it. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd.
Hey, box truck.
58, boy. 58. 58. Mike.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Francis. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Rashawn Gary picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
This offense 2 for 2 converting on these thus far, so why not try again here on 4th down? They'll go for it.
58's the mic. Yo. 58's the mic. 58's the mic.
Hey, Zoo.
Rap.
On 4th down, Francis. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And it'll be a turnover on downs.
On the ready.
Mike by two. Let's go. Watch this.
22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber. Big rip.
They'll try and get the running game going with Elliott. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, orbit.
Hey, check. Mike 50. That's right, man.
Here's 2nd and 8. He's got the hook up to Floyd. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Go.
Let's go, Mike 50. Mike 50. Strip the ball.
Hey, Delta. Get it.
Operating from the gun, Hoffman. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
Credit the secondary and credit the defensive game plan. They've been in his hip pocket all game long. They understood coming in that he was a big-time receiver.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as they'll go for it on fourth down.
Hey, Haywood.
52. Now watch run.
Ready?
On fourth down, Hoffman. It's brought in by Floyd. And he's taken down inside the 30. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Panther first down.
We always hear about guys wanting to make plays that quiet a crowd.
Yeah.
After that one.
Here in the third quarter, they were hoping to get the stop, get the football back. Not the case.
What a completion on a fourth down play.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
Where's 52? Watch 52. 52's the mic. Yeah, let's get a sack lunch.
Hey, high 7. 5.
2nd and 9 now. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 19, the 40, the 20, 10. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. This D wanting to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. A big play there for Carolina. 57 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Here's Elliott. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Hoffman. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Panthers, they're able to draw a bit closer. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. To throw on second down, Francis. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Rashawn Gary in there yet again. What else is new? He continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks.
Hey, 58 is the mic. Go 58's the mic. I don't think you got it, son.
Hey, wahoo!
58.
Throwing on third and long. Francis. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth.
Hey, exit.
Right there. 54. Right there. 54 Mike.
On fourth down, Francis. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. Fourth down, no problem. 19 yards that time, and now it's 1st and 10. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Here's James. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
On 3rd and 2, Francis. James has it. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 34-yard line. This quarterback now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10.
58's the mic. Let's put him on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus.
From the gun, Francis. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. I'll call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. But the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you retain possession, that's all you're looking for.
2nd and long. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against the zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. And now the third down throw incomplete as well. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down.
Got it.
So on fourth down, they're going to go again. Keep in mind they're 3 of 4 so far in these situations.
Hey, Charlie.
On fourth down, Francis. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at the 24. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Here we go. Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Watch the run.
Hey, Foxtrot.
Throwing on first down. Hoffman. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
50. Exit. Hey, Mike's 50, Mike's 50. You ain't going nowhere. Ain't no looking.
Looking to throw. Hoffman. Looking here for Smith downfield. And that's caught inside the 30.
Let's go.
A big play there for the Panthers. 56 yards. On first down, Hoffman. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Hoffman, now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Hoffman. The open man is Smith. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Hoffman, and this is intercepted, and that should do it. Able to get there and pick it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week, he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Come on, set.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Hey, Haywood. Go.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Gonna throw right side here, complete. That one good for 26 and a first down. Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
Well, there's that man again. It's complete. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
58 to Mike.
Good.
Watch the run. Watch the run.
Bravo.
58 to Mike. Bring it. Bring it. 58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
From the gun, Francis. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And that is caught. What a grab at the 8. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. 2nd and goal from the 1.
Hey, watch it. Right here, guys. Fight 51. Mike, 51. Ready? Mike,
2nd and 1. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off down at the 2. He's at the 50. 30. 20. 10. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
Point after, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. And this one travels out of bounds. So unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining.
You ready? Mike, 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Bound to lose 1. Hey, watch that.
Now.
On 1st and 10, Francis. Campbell making the catch. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for the Falcons, they continue to roll as the win gets them to 12-2 on the year. And they'll get another home date next week as the Saints will come to town. Meanwhile, for Carolina, they drop their 10th game now to fall to 4-10. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gautin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.